Welcome back to my classes, students. Till the last class we were doing all the basics of matrices, types of matrices. Now some more things I want to tell you about. There is something called as the transformations of matrices. Transformations are of two types. First one is called as row transformation and another one is called as column transformation. Okay. Now what is this? Row transformation and column transformation means. Now I tell you what it is with the example. Now suppose I take some matrix. Some simple one I am taking first, small one. I am taking the matrix A as 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 7 and 3, 1, 2. This is a simple matrix of order 3 that we have taken. With this matrix you can do so many things. So what is meaning of a transformation? Row transformation is you can interchange two rows or two columns. You can multiply any row or any column by some constant. You can add two rows and two columns. But at a time, if you are doing row transformations, you have to stick to the same transformation in that particular step. When you go to the next step, then you can do the column transformation, but you should not mix the transformations. In a single step, you cannot do one row transformation and one column transformation. Then, multiplication by 0 is not allowed. Other than 0, you can use any number for the multiplication to the row or column. Okay. Now, as I told you, this is called as R1, this is called as R2 and this is called as R3. These are horizontal rows. Right? Now, suppose I want to bring 0 here and 0 at this place. So my target elements are 2 and 3 here, students, right? So what I will do is I will take help of R1 and I will make these two elements zeros. See how? What transformation? Means I am changing R2 to R2 minus 2 R1. If I multiply this number by 1, because to make this element 0, what you need to do? You have to subtract 2 from this. No? 2 minus 2 will give me 0. But I need to take help of this 1. So what I will do? This is R2 minus 2 into R1. Okay, that's why I will get 0 here. How to get 0 here? My target row is same row, that is R1. So it will be R3 changes to R3 minus 3 R1. So these are the two transformations which are called as the row transformations I can do. Okay. Now see what happens here, students. The matrix will become, I have not touched the first row. Am I changing R1 anywhere? I am changing only R2 and R3, right? So my first row is same, 1, 2, 3. Second row, what will happen? 2 minus 2 is 0. Then 3 minus 3 will become 0 here. So this is fixed. Now you have to see what changes happens here. This is 5, right? So this is 5 minus 2 times, which is the corresponding element to 5 R1, that is 2, right? So 5 minus 4 is 1. So I am getting 1 here. Now what will happen with this element? See, students, this is R2. R2 means 7 minus 2 times R1. What is the corresponding element? 3. So 3 to the 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. Then let us see what happens with this row. 3 minus 3 is already 0 here. Now look at this number 1. Minus 3 into R1. R1 means what is corresponding element to second element? Second to second. This is 2. So 3 2s are 6. So 1 minus 6 is minus 5. Correct? Then what will happen here with this transformation? Your R3 is 2, right? 2 minus 3 times R1. Which is R1 here? R1 is 3. 3 3s are 9. So 2 minus 9 is minus 7. This is called as row transformation. Okay. If you want it, you can interchange two rows. Means if you want, you can write this row at this place and this row at this place. Correct? Now suppose I want to make this element 0. What I need to do? If I want to make that element 0, I need to take help of R2. Now when I want to take help of R2, what I will do, see here. If I want to take help of R2, then my target element is this, right? with this element I'll make minus 5 0. Means first example I have taken such that you will get maximum number of ones and zeros. Just to explain you the transformations, right? Nothing else. So just see what I am doing. This is the symbol actually. This will not be equal to, this will be the equivalent matrix. Okay. So the next is R3 minus or plus 5 R2. Why I am taking plus sign here, students? Because already this is minus 5, right? This is your R3. Now you are taking help of R2. Now forget about R1. Why? Because suppose I want 0 at this place, and if I take help of R1, then this 0 will become non-zero. So this thing you have to remember while doing the transformations, because further you will be learning many things in which you need to bring only ones and zeros in the matrices. So once you get 0 at some place, you have to take care that you should not use any transformation which will make it non-zero. So my target row is this row now, and my target element is minus 5, right? So to make this element 0, what I'll do? This plus 5, okay, into 1. Why into 1? Because this number is 1. So minus 5 plus 5 into 1. What it means? Minus 5 is from R3, right? Third row. Plus 5. And what is 1? 1 is from R2. And therefore it is R2. And that's why I had taken this transformation. R3 plus 5 R2. I am thinking about only one number, but the same transformation will be followed by that particular row or that particular column. So here the matrix will become, now as I said, I am not touching the first row at all. Now this which row is changing here, students? Only R3 is changing, right? So you are writing the changing row at the first place. So R3 is changing. So R2 will be also same from this 0, 1, 1. And now see the transformation. 0, this is element 0 plus 5 into 0. It will be 0. Then minus 5 plus 5 into 1 will be 0 already, because for that only we have chosen this transformation. Now what will happen with this number? See, minus 7. On top of R3 write minus 7, because this is number from R3, plus 5 into R2. Which is the corresponding element to minus 7 in R2, students? It is 1, right? So on top of R3 it will be 1. So calculate this. Minus 7 plus 5 is minus 2. So this number is minus 2. Understood about the row transformations? Okay. So in this you can continue. Now in the same example I will tell you meaning of a column transformation. Okay. What is meaning of column? This is vertical column C1, C2 and C3. Now your target element is, suppose I want to make this element 0. I will not mix row and column transformations. So what I will do is I will write C2 minus 2 C1. So both columns are taken into consideration. 2 minus 2 is 0. If I want to make this element 0, so what I do? I will take C3 minus 3 C1. When I am changing C2, I cannot use C2 here, right? So whichever row you are changing, you should not use it in the same step. Next step you can do it. So now tell me what will happen. Which columns are changing? Only C2 and C3 are changing, right? So C1 I am writing same. Now C2 what happens? 2 minus 2 C1 means 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. And then 0 minus 0 is 0. Similarly 3 minus 3 will give 0, because 3 minus 3 into 1. 1 minus 0 is 1 and minus 2 minus 0 is this. Minus 2 minus 0 is minus 2. So in this way you are getting a matrix. Understood meaning of column transformation? Now can you tell me quickly what will be the transformation to make this element 0? It will be, now this is C3, right? C3 minus C2, because there is no point using C1 because it is already 0. So the transformation will be first column we are not changing. Now which column will be changed, students? Only C3 is changing, right? So C1 and C2 you are writing as it is. So 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, minus 2 minus 0 is minus 2. Can you tell me quickly how to make this element 1? What you will do? You will divide third column by minus 2. So first column same, second column is also same, because I am changing only C3. 0 by anything is 0, 0 by anything is 0, minus 2 by minus 2 is 1. So this is your matrix. Okay, thank you very much. In next class I will continue with some more examples.